hollow like caves, yielding like ice about to melt, amorphous like muddy water. But the muddiest water clears as it is stilled, as it slows down. And of the stillness, life arises. So watchful, so alert, so simple and hollow, so yielding, that we become available to life, no longer out to obtain information, but to be inspired, to change something. Is to be moved into action, and to right seeing, right hearing, right doing. It's where you begin to have demonstrations in your life, manifestations in your life. And through the demonstrations and through the manifestations, you gain a realization. Because realization comes through experiences of demonstrations and manifestations. You get a greater realization of who you are. You become more self-aware. You've got to slow down before you hurt yourself. Cease setting out to obtain information that you don't have, that you have nothing about you that's going to use it in any way. Decide rather to be inspired, to begin to see through your own demonstrations, your own manifestations, the realizations of God through you, in you, and as you. In this way, you begin to live an inspired life, because realization flows through the demonstration. And now you're no longer out to obtain information. You are out to be inspired, always desiring to hear the inaudible, always desiring to see what you've never seen before, always desiring to see the invisible. But you've got to be, as the verse said, you've got to be so watchful. You've got to be willing in your own life to slow down and watch your own thoughts. Watchful as a man crossing a winter storm. You can't cross a winter storm moving fast. You have to be so alert, as if danger were around. So alert that when the Spirit speaks, you turn your head to the right. So alert, you can't do it when you're moving fast. You might crash into something, Bayless. You have to be uncarved, full, empty, and hollow, so that the divine Spirit can fill you in the moment with just what you need. Whatever it is that you need to change something. You see, we have to let go of our desire to just go out and obtain information. Have to be so alert, so watchful, so simple and so hollow, yielding. I love when he said that, yielding to life. We become available to change something then in our lives in that way. We become one with the whole, the infinite, the limitless, and the indivisible. We become one with it. There comes a point in time where you would decide in this moment to let the information go, to let your quest go, for obtaining information so that you can be engaged in life. So you can become one with the one, where you never have a sense of separation, but are always whole and complete, inspired from within, where you begin to see what you've never seen before. You've seen the tree, you've seen its shadow, but now this time suddenly you can see its roots. You can see it dancing. Suddenly you can hear the soft whisper of the wind. Yes. Suddenly, in the darkness, you see light. Suddenly you're aware that out of no way, that there is a way. Suddenly you begin to become aware that there's infinite possibilities, that anything is possible. It's possible for me, and it's possible for you. Whatever it is, it's possible. We become so attuned, so aligned, so at one with the wholeness of God, where Ernest Holmes says in his poem, "Holy, holy, holy," where we begin to experience the inner presence of God. It's that is great and that it is mighty. Where we begin to enjoy, to embellish the inner light within each one of us that shines divinely. Where we begin to experience this inner life that lives us so completely, unapologetically, where we begin to dance in joy and smile so serenely, where it's real, it's pure, it's innocent, and we can invite others to join us in our smile, in our joy, where we begin to become one with the inner peace, where we see peace everywhere that flows so deeply, that is infinite and unending, where we begin to touch the inner calm within us, where we're untroubled and happy, undisturbed and undeterred, where we are rooted in this inner love that gives so freely. You can have all you want, whatever you want, where we begin to open up to the inner truth, the inner beauty that we are, that never fails me, that never fails you, where we begin to hone our inner power that holds securely, where we begin to see with our inner eye that sees so clearly. Well, I'm not expecting you to see it. I see it. I know it. Yes. I believe it. Balance. When we begin to hear with this inner ear that hears the soft whisper, that hears yes, that hears yes. When we begin to speak with our inner voice that's magnified, that speaks supremely of the truth that we know about that's within us, where we begin to bask in the inner good that binds me to thee, where I never know, where I'm never at doubt whether I am one with God or that I'm separate from God. Oh, I know I'm always one with God. This inner presence, this inner power, oh, holy, 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 oh God, within me. Come on, practitioners, help me anchor this idea. Know it with me. Know it, allow it to flow through you so that it reaches everybody that's in here, that we all may give up our desire to seek information, let it go, and live on life, live on the side of life where we become inspired to be and to do, to become more of who we are. And nevertheless, oh, I know there's only one life, and that life is God's life, that life is good, it's my life and it's your life. I know that it is infinite in its intelligence, that its joy is unending, that its beauty and its grace is available to me and it's available to you. It's right where you are. It is who you are. The quest that you're setting out, seeking to obtain information, I say to you now that you are it. The thing that you are desiring, the thing that you are seeking is yourself. And in knowing that we are one with God, I affirm and know that each one of us have within us all that we need to become more self-aware, to open up to the inner presence within us, as love, as light, as beauty, as joy, as grace, as peace, whatever it is that we desire. I speak my word now, knowing that nothing can get in the way of this great idea that's seeking to express in us, through us, and as us. Nothing can get in the way of the great desire of life to be shot through us, for us to be its greatest and its grandest expression. I know now that we come together in our idea, in our ability to see what we've never seen before and to hear what we've never heard before. I know that we align with this idea that is harmonious and it is orderly, and that all of the answers are within you. Whatever the question may be, I speak my word knowing that nothing moves us, that we stay so rooted, so watchful, so alert, that we are so attuned to hearing from within, to hearing the divine speak to us through all of its creation in any way that it so desires. And I know for each one of us that our hearing is fine-tuned today, that each one of us that our seeing is right seeing, that we see things we've never seen before. I stand in this place and I accept it for us. I know this to be the action and activity occurring right here and right now. Oh, I accept it. I let it be. I let it be me. And as I let it be me, I stand in acceptance, knowing for you too, that we let it. That we let it. Oh, I give thanks for this great realization in this moment. I give thanks for the mighty demonstration and the manifestation of this day. I give thanks for the great realization that the truth lives within me and that the truth lives within you. That change is possible, that change is leading us to good and more good. I give thanks in knowing that each one of us are becoming more and more of who we are, and nevertheless, and that together we get to create peace right here at the center of peace. That we get to create peace when we find our way back home. That we get to create peace out in the world today where it's needed. That we get to become peace wherever, doing whatever, being who we are, loving, being grateful, being kind, slowing down, not bumping into people, not hurting ourselves, but becoming open to living an inspired life. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I have to take these words and place them into the law. Let them go, to let them be, to give them the opportunity to know, give them the opportunity to be made manifest. Oh, you ought to join me in joy about this. We just simply let the words go and let them be, and we come together and anchor by saying, and so it is.